Hey everyone, Reaper here again with another video. More crazy prices, right? I told you I had a lot of material. There's a lot to go through. Again, some books I have for this video, I'm going to show some books that have been going up in value, maintaining a high value, selling for a lot of money, all that stuff. And then there's some that I don't have that I'll show anyway. But the first one that came to my attention that I thought was pretty interesting, and it's this one right here, X-Men number 12. Now, I don't have, I think a recent one, let me show you the picture. Sold for $6K. I mean, that's really crazy. On Heritage, I mean, I never thought that that book would reach that much, but it certainly has. And again, I wonder if there's speculation on the Juggernaut. I think all X-Men, everything's up for grabs when it comes to X-Men and Fantastic Four at this point. You know, everybody, I think, believes that there is some value in stocking up on some of these established villain characters and hero characters from those two universes. X-Men, well, not universes, from series. They're all in the same universe. X-Men and Fantastic Four. And, you know, it may not be a bad idea. It may not be a bad idea. But, again, it's one of those sales, like I've mentioned in my previous two videos on this subject. That's, wow, it's taken me by surprise that it's gone for that price. It's a real beaut, too. White pages? Awesome. The next one should come as no surprise. And I think that this one's just going to get, it's already crazy. So, let me show it to you. My copy, Fantastic Four 5. I've showed this book a million times. I've talked about it. I've dedicated a video to it, all that good stuff. Well, let me show you the prices. Now, I think we could all agree that Doctor Doom, it's only a matter of time before Marvel's version of Lex Luthor, or whomever you want to put as the main, you know, one of the most distinguishable, recognizable villain characters from the DC universe, other than the Joker. But between Marvel's main bad guy shows up, and 2.0s are going for a couple $1,000s right now, much more than what they were going for a couple of years ago. But it was a couple of years ago that book started to get a lot of attention and started to really go up and double in price. And right now, it seems like it's still doing that, not necessarily doubling in price, but going up quite steadily. And I think once there's any sort of inkling in any of these TV shows or movies that Doctor Doom is coming, that book is just going to get crazy. I mean, you know, in 8.0s, 7.0s, I think we're going to be looking at some like golden age, like Batman villain type prices. Really. I mean, not like Joker or anything like that, but like Penguin and Two-Face and stuff like that. I mean, you know, where it's quite a lot of money for Doctor Doom. And I also think as we talk about villain books, after the movie's over, they sort of fade away the price value, like Thanos and all that stuff. I don't know if that's going to be the case with Doctor Doom. You might see a little bit of that, but I could definitely see that book, and rightfully so, holding its value way after they're finished doing whatever they want to do with Doctor Doom. But I don't see that anytime soon. I mean, it's going to be an interesting decade if these TV series and these movies continue to hold momentum, and what Kevin Feige is going to introduce in this universe. It's going to be very interesting to see. The next one I don't have, but let me show it to you on screen. Okay, not a really big price book. Again, it's one of those things. This is the filming of, this is early March 2021. So these are some recent sales within the last couple of days of me filming this, or a couple of weeks, whatever. So they're fairly recent. And, you know, it's not that much, $50 average. But what was it going for about 6 months ago? It's probably you could find it in a dollar bin. So that's something. And the same could be said about some of those other books I've talked about previously. West Coast Avengers 45. Now, you may have not found that in a dollar bin, but that book, you know, you could probably get a nice copy for like $20, $25 6 months ago. I mean, it got some attention a few years ago with the Death of Vision, and there was speculation that he's going to come back as the White Vision. But now it's really going for quite a decent amount of money. But same thing here, like action New 52-9, first full appearance of this new Superman. Dollar bin book, maybe a few weeks before the filming of this. Now $50 book, maybe $100 book, because I think there's speculation that he's going to be in the next Superman movie. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't, I don't know, but it's definitely something that a lot of people are specking on, and that's why you see the current price of it. All right, let's get down to some more, a couple more books here. Amazing Spider-Man 129. Again, these books are nothing that you haven't seen on my channel, but they are getting a lot more attention. Here, take a look. Now that's for 7.0s. That's a strong price for a 7.0, don't you think? I mean, I think 7.0s maybe a few months ago, I could be wrong, you could correct me in the comments, but I believe a few months ago, maybe even a year ago, 7.0s were in the maybe $1,100, $1,200 range. Now they're getting closer to $2,000. I thought that this book was valued around maybe $1,800. Well, now that's changed. It's gone up. And again, it's, I believe, John Barenthal, I think he's the actor that plays the Punisher. I think he signed on, I think, you could correct me if I'm wrong, in the Marvel Universe. Marvel Cinematic Universe. So that character, the actor who's playing the Punisher, is going to carry over into the movies, and there's no reason why he wouldn't, because those the Punisher, the Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, they were all set in the MCU anyway. It's not like they're coming over from Fox. So, but I think it's just been confirmed that some of these actors, I know, like what's his name, Charlie Cox playing Daredevil. I think he's going to be in the new Spider-Man movie. So that's why I think books like Daredevil #1 are going up, and books like Amazing Spider-Man 129 are going up. So it's going to be very interesting. Wouldn't it be great if Vincent D'Onofrio shows up as the Kingpin in the MCU? I mean, he's already in the MCU, but they keep him in the movies or in the future TV series. I thought he did a great job as the Kingpin. He was frightening. Everything you would expect from the Kingpin. So that's pretty cool. And the last one, everyone's favorite book to talk about, everyone's favorite book to debate about, Incredible Hulk 181. Here are some prices. Okay. That book just doesn't go away, does it? It never seems to go down in value. It constantly goes up. It stays there for a while, then it goes up again. As you saw from the pictures, a bunch of prices, 7.0s are selling between 6 and 7K. I mean, that's crazy. That's just crazy. 7.0. I could probably have this pressed and it'll come out of 7.0. Maybe a 6.5. I don't know. That was always something I was debating as soon as I bought this book. When I came back to the hobby, my first CGC book, graded book. But regardless, that's a strong price for a mid-grade book. 7.0 is like a low-high grade, I guess. But it's such a strong price. And I think, I don't have any proof to show you, but I think a 9.0 recently, sold for $10,000, over $10,000. It makes sense. If 7.0s is selling for $7,000, I would assume a 9.0 is selling for about $10,000, so that makes sense. But it's really nuts. I remember, short little story before I go. I remember I had a chance to get an 8.0, Incredible Hulk 181, maybe back in 2014 for like $1,500, and I passed on it. I was like, I don't know, $1,500. I don't think that's a good idea. It shows you what I knew. But yeah, it's just crazy prices. And I know there are people out there that say 180 is the true first appearance of Wolverine. Well, isn't there a Foom book where Wolverine shows up? Isn't that his first true appearance? Doesn't he show up in ads in certain books like Thor and Daredevil? And if you're really a fan of Wolverine, don't you want all both? Don't you want all three? If you're a real fan of Wolverine, don't you want all three? The point I'm trying to make is sometimes it's just silly, the way people are saying this. If it is his first appearance at 180, it should be considered. I think it's his first appearance. I agree. But apparently, The market wants 181. The market sees 181 as the big money book of the three. I mean, I don't think that's going to change. I think I've made this argument with World's Finest 3 and Detective Comics 73, Scarecrow. Now, obviously, Scarecrow's not as popular as Wolverine, but it's an expensive book. World's Finest 3 is his first appearance. I have that one. But that doesn't go for, I don't think, as nearly as much as Detective Comics 73. It's the cover that really makes it. And I think maybe if Incredible Hulk 180 had this cover, or a good cover that showed Wolverine, I think this wouldn't be a debate. I think 180 would be the big book. That's just me. But who cares what I think? Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. And again, leave in the comments some other books that I left out in the last 3 videos. I'd be very interested to hear. And maybe I might make another video like this. Depends. Every week there's always new prices. So it always leaves a possibility to making a new video like this. Take care, everybody. Be safe.